right, let's get started then. So we're gonna come into a child's pose. So place your pillows in front of you and then bring your toes to touch, knees are wide, and then you can kind of just adjust where you want your pillows and then just lie down over it. I'll just mute you guys. I forgot to mute you. And then just take a couple of nice long breaths here just to settle in. If you find that your forehead doesn't reach, just turn one head to the side, one cheek. You've only got one head that I know of. And start to lengthen your breath. You might feel the back of the body expand here. And if you're quite tight in the hips as well, you might want to just sort of rock the hips a little bit, just to sort of set them back by the heels. And as you breathe in, just lengthen your breath here. So purposefully lengthen, deepen your breath. And then you can open the mouth here and just sigh it out. And just starting to connect in with the physical, noticing how the body's feeling. And as you shift your breath in through the nostrils, again, we're lengthening it. See if you can lengthen the exhale this time, maybe matching the same count. See if you can start with an inhale of a count of 4 and an exhale for a count of 4. Just nice and easy. And try that 3 times. Slowly just bringing the body all the way up, rolling up. Take it nice and easy. I'm going to sit onto my pillows. If you've got like a block or something, just come to sit either cross-legged or folded, just like me, and then grab a hold of your strap. So to start, we'll take our hands nice and wide, so wider than shoulder width. And just reach the fingertips long here. We're going to set the shoulders back and down. Belly draws in just slightly. Then we're going to float the arms just up above. So as you lift, just notice here the ribs might want to flare. You might want to arch into your lower back. You can do that just to start. Really enjoy that nice stretch. Let the belly just become nice and soft. And then we'll do the opposite. So bring the arms down towards the knees, and then we're going to round through the spine, release the head, curling under. Inhale, start to lift up. Really open through the front of the body. Flare the ribs as much as you want. And then exhale, round. And then coming all the way up, reach the fingertips long. This time we're going to keep the ribs nice and knitted inwards. You can take the arms up and over and start to reach behind. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale down. So we're just going to move a little bit quicker, starting to sync our breath with the movement, but this time being a lot more mindful of the midsection here. You can take your arms as wide as you can while you're doing this, just so that the knuckles are staying in line with each other. Let's just do one more. Good, bringing that down. You can make the grip a little bit smaller now, or if you've got a strap, you can double it over. And then reaching the arms up, just gonna take up and over. So feeling for a nice lift, and then bending over to the right, keeping your left sit bone connected down, and then inhale, float back up. Slide the shoulders down, and then come all the way up. Good, inhale back to center, and we'll do one more each side. Coming all the way up, slide the shoulders down, and all the way over to the second side. Nice, release that. Hopefully the arms are feeling a little bit warmer. And then come to a cross-legged position if you can. I'm gonna double that pillow over, sitting up nice and tall. I'm gonna reach the arms up, belly draws in again. And we're gonna just take a nice seated twist. So left hand to right knee, lift up nice and tall, and your back hand can either be onto the fingertips or palm flat, whatever's gonna give you a little bit more lift and length through the spine. And as you inhale, feel for this growth from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, feel for this nice squeezing, wringing out of the spine. Slowly unravel. Inhale, sweep the arms. And then exhale, take it up and over, second side. And coming all the way back, reach the fingertips up. And this time we're going to take the arms out nice and wide, sweep the right arm under the left, coming into eagle bound arms here. So if your palms aren't touching, you can always go back of the hands to touch, or you can always place the hands and keep the elbows lifted. So whatever feels right for your shoulders. And then on an inhale, sweep the arms up. You'll feel the space between the shoulder blades sort of spread apart. And then exhale, start to round the spine. Take the crown of the head forwards. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Just do a couple more here. Even as you're lifting the elbows, keep the shoulders sliding down. Let's do one more here together. And coming all the way up. Take a big stretch out through the side and then just swap the arms over. So left under right. You might notice just some differences between the sides. Just connect in there, round through, exhale. A nice opening through the back body, shoulder blades. And we'll do one more here. And coming all the way up, unravel the arms, take a big stretch out to the sides, open through the chest. And release that down. We'll come onto hands and knees, onto all fours. You can pop the props to the side for the moment. We'll come onto our hands and our knees, making our way through our cat-cow. So just moving through the spine here. Feel free to get into the sides, move as you need here. And then just finding a neutral spine. So we're going to take our left arm just up to shoulder height. We're going to take 3 circles back, down, and around. Sync your breath if you can with it. So we inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, scoop it around. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to thread the needle, so reach the arm up nice and long. Take your eye gaze with you if that feels comfortable, and then thread it underneath the right arm. Take your cheek or your forehead down, palm facing up here. And then if it's available, you can then float your right hand to the sky and then see if you can wrap it around your left waist here. You're going to get a little bit of extra juice in this twist here. Keep pressing the back of the left arm down into the mat. You might find that you can open out just a little bit more. Right arm will float back onto the mat. And then press the body all the way up. Take a breath in. Exhale, release that down. Resetting the hands, and then just take it straight to the second side. 3 circles on the right. Exhale, down and around. Keep drawing the belly in just slightly. Inhale. And last one as you exhale. Reach the fingertips up nice and long. And then thread the needle. Take it underneath. Release the head or the cheek down. Keep lifting the sit bones up to the sky. And then if you're ready, then you'll add your bind. The bind of the left arm there. Left arm will find the mat, bring it back all the way, and then press the body up. Inhale, reach the fingertips long. Exhale, release that down. So just walk your hands a little bit in front. We're going to tuck the toes under and then lift the hips, downward facing dog. So if you can't come into your dog, if you've got any issues or if you're just not feeling it, please just stay in your 4-point kneeling. We're going to be flowing from this, from our 4-point kneeling to our downward facing dog. So take a pedal of the feet and just know that you can always just drop it down into your 4-point kneeling, and you can always take a child's pose. So from your downward facing dog, we're going to come down, drop our knees, sink the belly. We'll take a cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, and then downward facing dog or child's pose. Let's do that one again. Inhale, sink the belly. Exhale, round the spine, downward facing dog or child's pose. 2 more here in your own breath. Take your time. You don't necessarily have to go with my counts. One more round. Wherever you are, come into a child's pose. Knees are wide, toes are together. Reach the arms long. And now this time without our pillows here, just notice how much closer you are to the earth, how much closer you are to your mat. And feel the parts that are connecting with the mat, your shins, your feet, your arms and your hands, maybe your forehead. I'll get you to just spread your hands, spread your fingers as much as you can, and drag through the palms, body forwards. We're going to come to lay down onto our back, onto our front, sorry, onto our bellies. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to, you can grab a hold of your pillow actually, this might be nice. I'm going to place it just so that your forehead can sort of just rest here. You're going to reach your hands down by the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to float the arms and the legs. So we're going to just be moving with breath. So we're going to inhale, lift up, float the legs if that's okay. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Keep it going, nice and easy. And feel your entire body breathing, syncing with your inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. And coming all the way down. You can bring your hands just underneath your shoulders. Lift the top half up. You can use your pillow here if you need extra support, but I'm just going to move mine out of the way. So I'm bringing my body into Sphinx. My elbows are shoulder width apart. I'm going to bend one leg with my left leg, and then I'm going to reach back. Now, don't worry too much about grabbing the foot. It's more about this back bend here. So we want to take it nice and easy on the back. If Sphinx feels like enough of a back bend here, please stay here. This is just going to go a little bit further. Naturally, you will twist. So just be mindful how the body is. And if you are adding your twist, I ask you to rotate your arm so that your palm is facing out, so that our grip is externally rotated. And gently releasing that foot, come back onto the mat. Reset through the arms. And then if you did the first side, we'll do the second side, bending the second leg. Reaching back, grabbing even a bit of your pants if you can, or a toe. And keeping the neck nice and long here. You don't want to be crunching into anything. Gently releasing that, coming all the way back onto the mat. Release the body down. I'm going to press back, tuck the toes under, and then make your way to the back of the mat. And then just slowly roll up to stand. What I'll get you to do when you come all the way up is I'll get you to grab a hold of your pillows. You can place them at the back of the mat. I'm just going to work into some hips. Let's have the feet hip width distance. Allow the crown of the head just to fold and become nice and heavy. If you're quite tight through the back of the legs here, you can even start to sway, maybe straighten one leg and straighten the other. And just keep it really soft. And then just keeping both knees bent, wrap your arms behind, and then just pull your chest nice and close. See if you can send your breath all the way down to your lower back, even down to your sacrum. And unraveling the arms here, heel toe the feet as wide as the mat, And then we're going to come into Malasana, our yogi squat. So you can stack as many pillows as you like here. We're going to take our knees wide and come to sit down. So if you're quite tight in the hips, you might need a few pillows here to lift up. You might not need any at all, and that's totally fine. You can bring your hands to meet at prayer, and that kind of helps press the knees out. So there's these two energies, one from the elbow and one from the knee, and they're evenly pressing into one another. And that creates a nice lift up of the chest, long spine. You can take a rock through the hips, maybe a few circles. And if being in this straight spine is too intense, then I just invite you to round. So fold forwards, bring your heels a little bit closer if you need. And from here, we'll take a very gentle twist. So bring your right hand into the middle of the mat here. We're going to take our left arm up. So if that's too much on the shoulders, take it behind. You can rest it on your lower back here. See if you can breathe as deeply as you can here as you would be able to lying down. Obviously in twists, we're more restricted. You can still create that same sense of ease with the breath in these positions. Take the left hand down, swap it with the right, and then just come up to the second side. And bringing that hand all the way down, fold forwards, lift the hips, and then come into your forward fold again. You can release through the back of the legs here, whatever you need to do. And then from here, just scoot the pillows out of the way. You can walk your hands forwards. And then we're going to drop the knees, swing the legs around, and then come to lay down on your backs. If you need extra support for your neck, you can always place a pillow behind you. But we'll move into a bridge. So maybe just for this one, we'll keep the pillow away. Reach the arms out nice and wide. Press through the feet, and then just start to peel the spine all the way up to the sky. A nice hug of the knees towards one another. Belly draws in, tailbone starts to work towards the back of the knees. And then slowly start to melt the spine down, articulating bone by bone. And take an inhale down at the bottom. Exhale, come all the way up. Inhale up at the top. Exhale as we come down. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale down at the bottom. And down. Give the knees a nice little hug. Grab your pillow, just one is fine. We're going to place it underneath our hips. So lift your hips up. So the pillow should just be roughly around where the sacrum is. And you're going to float the legs. So in this position, they should just be able to just hang out here, and whether that's your knees are bent or if they're straight. Really nice detoxifying posture. The legs are just draining. Everything's moving towards the heart. And you can close down your eyes here. We'll take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, just allow the legs to slowly float back onto the mat. Find your feet. You can lift your hips, take the pillow out of the way, and then send the left leg out nice and long, right knee into the chest. We'll finish with a nice stretch. So take your right knee up and across the body. You can always place your pillow underneath that right knee if it doesn't come all the way down. And if it's available for the neck, just take your eye gaze to the right hand. Feel for that right hip really lengthening away from the right shoulder. And gently taking it to the second side. Square the hips back. Left knee into the chest. And up and over. You might have to use a pillow, or you might find that you don't need it on one side. We'll make our way onto our backs. Give both knees a hug into the chest. And take a roll in one direction. Massage the lower back. And back the other way. We'll take a full body stretch just to finish off. Send the toes down the mat and the fingers up above. Make yourself as big and as long as you can. Maybe there's a yawn. And either rolling over to one side, or you can rock and roll up to a seated position, depending on how you're feeling. You're like ready to go. And maybe rocking and rolling. And then coming up to a seated position, I want you to just close down the eyes, bring your hands on top of your knees, grow tall through the spine, and just roll the shoulders back and down. Feel for this nice opening through the body. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit more open and ready for the day. And to finish, we'll just bring our hands to meet at heart center, and we can bow our heads. And that's just a sign of gratitude to ourselves for really showing up and for taking the time for ourselves here. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys soon.